Alright, so we're back with Valiant Hearts. It's the Battle of eeee-priss. I am probably still saying that wrong, so correct me in the comments on how to pronounce it, if you care that much. But onward we go. I believe, if my memory serves me correctly, and it does, the Battle of eeee-priss is synonymous for gas attacks.
Chlorine gas was used for the first time by the Germans.
Go turn that shit off, Doge. I love how Freddy never gets like a, or not Freddy. Emil never gets like an attire in the war. He just walks around with the apron and the pants. Alright, I remember having immense difficulty with this. We got a dog tag. A Canadian dog tag. At the start of the war, Canadian identification tags were formed by a large aluminum disc, which was because they were an emergency issue and had a unique shape. They were soon replaced by standard British tags, as were those of all British Empire forces. Push that shit down for me, dog. Apparently I had difficulty doing this the first time I did it, but I guess I remembered what to do. Now. Let's not panic here. Okay, so we need the cart. That's not the cart. That's the cart. I kind of should have figured. Urine-soaked cloth. I don't even have to read this description to tell you that they used the urine-soaked cloth before they had gas masks to try and stop gas. The only defense against a gas attack before masks were introduced was to cover the nose with a urine-soaked handkerchief. Urine reacts with chlorine directly in the handkerchief to form less noxious products, limiting the effects. It was not the most hygienic solution, but it was always better than a lung full of hydrochloric acid. Terrible. But those were the times. War was evolving, and, that's just the way things were. Bada boom. Put this up like this. That fixes that issue. Okay. There we go. It took me a second to get that. I don't know if this game does a good job of showing how gas was actually sent into the front, but I guarantee you they didn't have giant machines like this. But still, it creates for gameplay moments, so I'm all for that. You know, Battlefield 1 ain't the most realistic World War I game either, and I still love it. Run! The Germans are dropping explosives on us. Oh, they're gas. They're dropping gas. Ypres was a key strategic town in Belgium, especially for the British. It was the gateway to the north, and thus to Britain. Canadian troops were deployed on the front line, and they proved their endurance and dependability in combat to the Allies. 6,000 Canadian lives were lost in the battle in April 1915. On April 22nd, 1915, at Ypres came the first gas attack in history. 5,730 cylinders of chlorine were opened by the Germans in favorable winds. Chlorine gas caused burns to the eyes, skin, and lungs, even through clothes and rubber boots. The effects were devastating. The only defense found by the Canadians was to cover their noses in a urine-soaked handkerchief. Zeppelins were invented in the 1900s by the German Count von Zeppelin, but the first long-distance flight didn't take place until 1908. Zeppelins weren't much slower than the aircraft of the period and were used in reconnaissance. They would also fly at higher altitudes, so from 1915 they were used to bomb civilians in London and Paris. And of course, dogs. Get this shit out of the way. We're working on it, Freddy. Get this bucket over here on this rope. No. Hey, I didn't tell you to do that. Okay, I don't know why it's such a problem doing that. You get in the bucket. We make you go up. We make you get the bone. We're trying, Freddy. Come down, Doug. Good boy. I believe we stick the bone in here. Holla holla.
You in? Don't work
Alright, onwards we go. So we picked up a decent amount of collectibles here. The Belgian Shaco, pocket watch. Yeah. Typical stuff from 1915. Oh my god, they're gassing us! They're gassing us. Go, 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 go! Run, motherfuckers! Epic jump.
Her name was Anna, a Belgian student living in Paris. She was hard on the trail of her missing father. For once, fate smiled on them. They were all going in the same direction. But while approaching Vimy, a German squadron spotted them.
Alright, so the next scene is a chase scene, and these are always fun. So, we'll continue that on episode 4. Thanks for watching, guys. Leave a comment down below on how you're feeling about the series. I'm feeling pretty good. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.